On today's episode of Backbreakers and Bites, we'll be filming at Choongman Chicken in Davie, Florida. This spot was chosen by our guest today, King Mo, former college wrestler, Olympic wrestler, pro wrestler, Strikeforce Light Heavyweight Champion, and overall great and humble human being. After a few words here from the owner of this spot, we'll get right into it with King Mo.
Listen, we love this chicken. This chicken is what we call next level chicken. Me and my wife, we spent a lot of time traveling for food on our vacations, and we came across this chicken while we were glamping in Georgia.
I know where that is.
So when we found it, we said, listen, South Florida doesn't have anything like this at all. We've never tasted chicken like this. And this was during COVID. Everyone was watching what? K-drama. We were like, let's bring this down. South Florida has to experience this chicken. So we decided to start looking for a spot. We reached out to the franchise in South Korea. They said, hey, just get us a spot.
Oh, wow. So it's legit South Korean?
Legit South Korean fried chicken. This is all of our ingredients except the chicken comes from South Korea. So there's times when we run out of supplies because it takes that long to get here.
It's a good problem to have, right?
It is a good problem until you have folks who are just addicted to chicken. They come out like, what do you mean we're out?
We're hangry.
Yeah, oh my gosh. And I mean, you can see today it's such a busy day. We have those days where, we don't have a lot of space, but we get jammed out pretty quickly here.
Nice.
You
want to go inside and show us around?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a walk.
All right, guys, you're looking. This one's good.
That's amazing.
So, Mo, what's your first impression of the chicken? Over here at Choongman.
It's hell, bro. It's hot.
Delicious.
Yo, what is that, a plain wing, man? Tendon?
I'm just shitting on it. Being so well traveled, when your time in Japan.
And Davie off the university, just south.
Were there any other dishes
Griffin.
or any weird dishes that you came across that you ate? I had horse sushi. Horse sushi? Oh, fair.
I had horseback sushi.
How was that?
Jordan had seared horseback sushi. I had horse sushi and I had seared horse.
Did you feel anxious after you ate it?
I did when I ate horse.
Horse fat sushi, though, is just the fat of the horse? That's crazy.
They kill that horse. That's where the fat.
It's like Kobe. It's like Kobe horse.
Mm-hmm. I was at a place I was in Clewiston. You know where Clewiston is in Florida? Yeah. Tiny town. And I got a blank steak. Then afterwards, the guy comes on and tells me, oh, it was horse. How did you like it? I was like, damn. I shouldn't feel bad because
It's a lot of protein.
Delicious. No, it was so soft.
It's what IKEA used to make their meatballs out of.
Real?
Yeah, they got busted. I don't know what it is now. IKEA, they used to make the meatballs out of horse meat.
No, in Holland and the other countries, the people eat horse.
Did they eat horse? It's totally normal.
Here it's illegal because they're like dogs for us or something.
And when you were over there and you saw that big comic gaming culture in Japan,
I saw, but Tokyo's so big that you see a variety of everything. I saw people doing cosplay. I saw people in blackface. I saw people with dreads, skateboarders, dance hall regular performers. Everything. You see everything.
just out about in the streets, is everybody chilling?
It's just, bro, you won't be able to notice it again because it's so crowded. Like, bro, it's crowded. Tokyo is crowded.
But everyone's polite, right? You went to Akihabara?
Yeah. I'm there for.
Hit up any of the arcades and stuff?
Yeah.
That's all dying out
I
now.
went to Don Quixote. That's my favorite spot. Don Quixote. And you get a chance to like go up on these flexes.
Yeah, is that the Sega one?
No, Don Quixote is like a place where you get novelty stuff. So you can go get video games, clothes, It's weird.
Yeah.
It's just like a picture of Walmart with a bunch of like novelty gifts, like a bunch of like
Everything.
everything like bug wars. That's how they call bug wars. They get different bugs and they have them fight each other. Sometimes.
Yeah, that sounds pretty Japanese. Did you catch any of those weird vending machines that sold the used panties and whatever?
Nah, but they're there. I can't read Japanese, so
So you don't know what you're getting out the machines.
it might have been you know, used panties, but they can't read Japanese.
Boys, is this hot? Is this one hot?
Yeah, that is hot.
Correct. I don't believe you.
No.
Why now?
Are you sweating?
That's true.
You know what's sad? I'm Hispanic. I can't handle the heat.
Sorry.
Well, they gotta let everyone down. All right, let's do this. All right, so Mo, in you started your career, did life kind of just take you to Japan, or you chose to begin fighting in Japan?
Well, what happened was, after wrestling, I moved to California, and I started training Team Wiuff with Ryan Parsons and Dan Henderson, and Sokaju, Christoph Szynski, through the guy, Benny Magalhaes.
Damn, that's a killer squad, man.
I mean,
That's where you started?
You're about.
I know, but I'm still eating something. So then I was training there, and then my manager at the time, Ryan Parsons, got a phone call from Japan asking if he had anyone to take a fight in a week or so, week and a half, in Japan versus Travis View.
Which is a pretty big name to start out on.
Yeah, and he told me, he's like, hey Mo, you want to fight? Like, when? It's like 2 weeks. I was like, well, weight class? He's like, doesn't matter. That's your fight. He's like, weight class heavyweight. Your opponent's Travis View. And I'm like, I looked him up. And I'm like, I know the name because he won the Yama Pit Fighting Championship. And at the time when I fought him, he had 54 wins and 10 losses.
God damn.
Yeah. I almost confused him with the dude that did Tough Man, Travis Fulton.
Mm-hmm.
Guy's got like 520 as his record.
Man,
How the hell is that even possible?
You're fighting a bunch of bums.
yeah, not and since Travis Fulton's in jail for
He is in jail for a minute now, right?
like some. I'm not sure if I'm right or wrong. I don't know. But I was trying to get sued.
He might be in jail.
You got to.
I do remember reading that, though, yeah.
Wish him the best of luck.
You had a super sleeper career, man. Like, a lot of people, like, don't realize that you fought pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, you held the Strikeforce Light Heavyweight Championship. You beat Mousasi, a guy a lot of people hyped. You beat Rampage. Was there any fights that you wanted that you were never able to make happen?
Or whatever came your way, you just and down.
That's what it felt like.
Whoever came our way, I took. He's just fighting.
Yeah.
Go out there fighting.
So like when you had a good fight against Crow Cop, you guys had the open weight.
Yeah.
You had just finished beating like Jiri and all that. And what like was that just another day for you fighting Crow Cop, like a legend like that?
Yeah, because I fought 9 days before that.
Yeah.
In Ireland.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I fought Ishii. Heavy.
And that's another big name, man.
So I'm like, yeah. And they said, you want to fight Crow Cop? I was like, oh yeah, I'll fight him. Yeah, you'll fight him in about 9 days in Japan.
Yeah.
So when I came back, I went to the consulate, got my visa actually done, and then I flew right to Tokyo shortly after.
Damn, man. That was another big one though when you fought Jiri. I mean, he's the current champ. You made him look like light work the first time.
Yeah, he improved a lot. And two, he was big, man.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna be hard to beat, but I have a feeling that his reign won't be as long because he's not too his defense is kind of shaky.
Yeah.
But he has a good chin. He's in good condition. He can punch. He can kick. Has a great chin. And has a great gas tank.
Oh, for sure. That was one thing a lot of people were saying You guys had for the was that light heavyweight or heavyweight tournament?
Like heavyweight, but I was like, wait, right?
But you guys had to fight in the same night, right? One fight and then next fight.
Yeah, one fight one night, the two in another. And the first round was 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what's so on there?
That's a good. You think that'd be better though if we had that in like UFC and Bellator, the 10-minute first round?
If they had Japanese rules, yeah.
That's what you also get carded if you're holding someone for too long.
Yeah, or like you should have bad shot, you get head
Yeah.
kick,
Yep.
need the head.
You feel like you could perform better in the ring versus the octagon?
Or it depends on your style. The cage is good. If you're a wrestler, you want to use that cage as an advantage. So,
Which you are, but you're like a wrestler with hands.
but the ring is good for grapplers, jiu-jitsu guys, and
That's an interesting take. Why you say it's good for the jiu-jitsu guys? Can't they fall out of the ring working?
they can, but at the same time, like there's no cage to speed your.
Yeah, right.
So if say I pull guard, you're in the middle of the damn ring.
You got more space to work.
You got more space to work in. It's gonna be hard for you to crowd me. You can crowd me, but I can see. Where I can elbow you, where I can kick you.
That's an interesting
Same
take.
time in Japan, same time you're over me, and I get up, you can stop me in the face. So.
Just speaking of the ring, is it a total coincidence that you're from Tennessee? Jerry King Lawler's from Tennessee, and you're both kings?
Jerry King Lawler. But see, the original king, in my opinion, was Harley Race.
For sure.
Harley Race is like, I love Jerry the King Lawler, but Harley Race is like real. You know what I'm saying? He's like more serious. Jerry the King Lawler was serious, but then he had some comedy behind him.
Yeah.
And Harley Race was not to be played with. He's serious. And I just, it was just different than.
So was that your goal when you got into all this? Did you want a pro wrestler, or did you kind of see a future in MMA? Or I know you went to the Olympic trials and whatnot for amateur wrestling. Is that your goal?
Honestly, I didn't know what I wanted to do until it happened. Because like I became a wrestler, but I started wrestling late.
Yeah.
I picked it up pretty fast.
Like late, like in the end of high school, or
16 years old late.
oh shoot.
So I had to play a lot of catch up.
How'd you end up with Team Quest?
At Nationals, Ryan Parsons saw me. He came up and talked to me. Ryan Parsons is real cool. He's the guy that designed Light Force Greens from back in the day.
Yeah.
And he came to me and was like, "Hey man, would you like to fight?" And I was like, "Yeah, definitely down to." It was something that I was always interested in because I knew about MMA because I trained some guys.
Yeah.
While I was in college, I trained a few guys that I coached. I see one guy, Jeff Lindsay, and he fought Romy Aronum and King of the Caves. He fought Eves Edwards, first time I ever cornered a fighter.
Oh, you were against Eves?
Yeah. We fought Eves Edwards in Houston. This is back in 2001.
Yeah.
Eves knocked him out, but it's crazy because I remember seeing Eves. I'm like, hang on, this guy's kind of impressive. He could kick, and he's pretty quick, very confident.
Yeah.
And we fought Houston, where he's from. So we drove down 5-hour trip from Edmond, Oklahoma to Houston, Texas. Drove 5 hours and came up short in tournament. The first round, see what happened was we got there to weigh-ins. We weighed in. He drew somebody else. Eves Edwards is fighting Pete Spratt. Pete Spratt was a UFC vet too.
Yeah.
So the next day we show up to the locker room. Our guy never shows up, so we're in the finals.
Oh.
So Eves Edwards and Pete Spratt have to fight. So they fight. Eves wins. So I'm like, all right, like Jeff, this guy's he's a striker, so we gotta take him down. So we're doing wrestling drills. They call us out. We walk out first. Jeff's kind of humble, getting booed. They call it Eves. All of a sudden, the Michael Myers is he trashed. And he comes out dressed up like Michael Myers. Right. And I look at Jeff's face, and Jeff's like, moves around. Cause they announce the fighters. come in the middle, they shake hands, and then Wiuff just kind of just like froze up a little bit. Ease goes out there, starts dancing around, does a fake punch, does a feint. Jeffrey just hands up and drops him in the head kick comes. Bum. Sits him down. Yeah, and those loud fight.
It's not a bad guy to lose to, though.
Yeah. He could have won, though. I think he could have won, but just at that time, Ease was a hot name.
Yeah, for sure.
There's no like regrets, right? I feel like if you like you win some, you lose some, or in the back of your mind, you're like, I wish I could run this back.
Yeah.
There's some.
You only have one time, only have one chance to do it, unless you get fortunate enough to meet up later after a few wins, or later after a few losses and win it back. But really, you'll have one chance, really.
I do like after a lot of your victories, you have a lot of wrestling influence in your post interviews. One of my favorites is Kiss My Ass.
Yeah.
You love it. The Stone Cold.
Yeah, sure.
So what happened?
I got fined for both of those. Are you kidding? This serious. I got fined for the Stone Cold Steve Austin tribute.
I knew. Remember I called.
Meanwhile, they had a giant Rockstar logo in the middle of the cage.
But it's from Rockstar though.
Right.
Yeah. But the thing is, what happened when I did it?
I thought that would put a Rockstar in the even more over.
Yeah, no, but what happened was it was cool, but then
You messed up the cage.
the cage, that's who was slippery in the camera. So then if I after be like Josh Thompson and the Belinda were kind of like, you see the fight, they're slipping and like, and I was like,
That's great. The King and Moniker. What are the oranges of that?
my brother Cammy Barzini, he's a former coach. He a former MMA coach. I've known him for years. Since I was like 18. He saw me wrestling and was like, Mo, the crowd loves you. You're the king of the crowd. Because wherever I go, they cheer for me because that's kind of crazy.
That was it.
And then I was like, you know what? I like that name, King Mo. I'm a Stibber. So I Stibber.
The crown came right away, or that was something you added later?
The crown came in Japan. When I got there, I was like, you're King Mo? We don't like that name. I was like,
Yeah. Watch.
you don't break dance? It's like,
Oh,
you don't rap? I'm like, no. You're not a gang member? I'm like, fuck yeah.
oh my God.
Anytime I watch like MMA, and then I watch professionally wrestling, like it's such a big difference on the crowd with the chants and everybody like rooting for you or booing you. You get so much more out of the wrestling crowd than you would do with the MMA crowd. Did you experience that while you were in both rings?
Well, yeah. Well,
Good. This is good. You try this?
Nah. Which one is that?
What's that? Fighting
I think that's the garlic with it's with
More soy garlic?
Have you? You did? These are, I guess, like the plain ones. Well, rolled up, and this is that hot sauce that came.
Like, oh yeah, he did give us the whole bowl of that salad.
real hot.
Yeah, you want it?
it's not that hot, fat.
Yep, it's not that hot.
I drank some.
So that's one.
Here, give me some. All right.
So I'm going to be real with you.
We make hot stuff.
I'm going to be real with you. With the wrestling thing, with MMA, I knew what time it was. I'm going to get booed. Whatever. Before I get to it. In pro wrestling, it was a little different because he wanted to get booed.
Right, that's how you get over when you.
Yeah, because like, look, I was like, I cannot be a black glacier. Cause Glacier, remember Glacier when he came out?
Oh, Glacier was hot.
That was garbage.
That was my Sub-Zero.
Hot garbage. That was hot garbage. That's it gets so I feel like WCW dropped the ball with him because his walkout was cold. Wait, it was blue and the snow dropped.
They got all from the Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
That was a Bischoff set, and he also said that Canyon, when he was Mortis, was supposed to be the Scorpion.
And yeah. I mean, if you have Glacier come out as a ninja, he better be Asian.
Yeah.
Kind of like the whitest guy with the flat top.
Yeah. You just probably permit
The whitest dude. With a mullet on.
I remember when I first saw Razor Ramon. I'm like, what? I was like, I didn't know, 'cause I never knew what Cuba was. Going, no, what the fuck is Cuban? I was like, this dude, I'm like, What the fuck is Cuban? So when I was coming up, I was like, damn, it's like Cuban's like.
I thought he was mad Cuban too.
Me too.
I was like, he's one of my people.
Cause he's tan until like we get a little older, and then people tell you, I'm like, do you start listening to him talk? You're like, oh my god, either gringo or Spanish.
A lick of Spanish.
You know. I'm like, I thought first promo.
Listen, all my text messages, anytime I text someone, it's like, hey yo, but it's in the Scott Hall boys, like, hey yo. All right, speaking of wrestling, ready for this? Top 3 signature finishers. That's gonna. I'm sorry about that loaded question. That one always gets me on.
It's a good one.
Jackhammer.
It is not an order, or this is.
No, but it might be more than 3.
The soup fight.
No. Might do more than 5. Jackhammers, Scorpion Deathlock, Torture Rack. The drop by kick.
What's the drive-by kick? Is that the
MVP?
Yeah.
You know, run through it, do the drive by kick. Giant B Bass, left hook. I like the Vader bomb, the big boot by Hogan.
Oh yeah.
And the one winged angels.
Hell yeah.
Look, first, like, shout out to King Omega and like King of the he held that match last night, because that shit was amazing.
He's awesome, bro.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of him. I'm a big fan of both of them.
Have you been to any of the AEW events?
No, not yet.
Me neither. That's a must do of my list.
Well, see, I'm gonna be real with you. When Ring of Honor used to come down here,
Yeah.
I was there. When Ring of Honor used to come down, I was there.
So you still a fan of all them guys that made the jump?
Yo, like, I was like, yeah, I'm yeah.
Is it when they see you there, they come on, come over here, come back.
Yeah, I keep the crowd, you know. Okay, I'd watch. I'd run the movie. I see guys but yeah, man, like Ring of Honor at one point was my favorite organization. Like, hands down, like really, like Ring of Honor, yeah.
I mean, they were hot when everyone was kind of getting away from WWE. They were like, let's get to these indie promotions.
I was never really big on WWE. Like,
I feel like once the Rock dipped and he was gone, I'm like, yeah, like it kind of wrestling kind of died out.
Like saying that the Rock, I just feel like the way they marketed people, like, but what Cesaro was hot after when the Under the Giant Memorial was everybody saying Big Show top rope. They
bubbled him. They jumped the ball with him. That guy should have been a champion long.
You know, the big swing, I'm like, bro, at that time, I was like, when they won that Memorial and they fumbled the ball, I was like, you know what? Fumbled the bag, actually. I was like, I couldn't watch it. I quit watching it.
Yeah.
Cesaro, found that.
You remember when Mick Foley won the title? Like, I was so upset. Dude, I don't know why.
That shit was awesome.
Remember, Mo, I told you, I was never a fan of it. I respect his work.
You didn't like Mankind?
At all. Dude, that was cool, right?
Dude,
that was cool.
Cactus Jack, Mankind. So you like his personalities, but not Mankind.
Yeah, and then like once they put the title on him, I'm like, I'm done with WWF. On WCW, and it was just like the whole.
All right, WCW the best card.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was a WWF guy, but I don't want to ruin the mood.
It was just whack. It was too whack.
It was pretty whack. I'm not gonna lie.
Remember Papa Shango?
Yeah. Come back as a Godfather.
You know, like we have all these hoes.
And what was
What did we do?
they brought in ICP? What was those guys called? The guy, I can't remember their names, man. The Oddities.
IDs, yeah.
Yeah, that was a weird time, man.
Did you ever get into ECW? You're going to. Did you ever meet any of the ECW guys?
No, Bob Mahoney. Much Sandman, rest in peace, Bob Mahoney. Sandman.
So now is this guy, because everybody thinks that Sandman in the ring is Sandman outside the ring. He's exactly the same. Drake.
When I saw him, he was like just Sandman and Jeff. Everybody's pretty cool. Everybody's too cool.
Anyone that you met, you're like, they come off cool on TV, and you met, you're like, oh, it's a dick.
Kind of, but I think maybe because like they didn't like the fact that I went over. It's like Roddy Piper. Shout out to Teal Piper.
I never liked him, bro. I never liked Piper.
Well, I liked him. But I actually loved him. So, Teal Piper and his daughter, Sacha, her Demos, what's up? But the thing is, like, I went in there, the Master Lock Challenge, and he did it on Bushwhacker Loop.
All right.
So, threw him down, someone else ran in, beat him up and put him in the Master Lock, and then I ran in, saved him. You know what I'm saying? And, like, the crowd got a little pop. They showed me some love, and then go in the back, and Hot Rod comes up to me and was like, this, like, what'd you do to get this? This is questioning me, asking me what I did to go over and online, this and that. And I'm like, hey, I went to Western school, this and that. I wasn't asking to go over. I didn't say for getting pinned or getting beat up. I ain't with that. I just want to have fun and enjoy myself.
Not a lot of people get to have that opportunity. You did the MMA and like pro wrestling, which a lot of people don't get to do. Who was training you? And what was that, OBW?
Yeah, I had like Gigi, and I had Coach Frank Miller, aka Joe Punches, straight up, and Al Snow. So the crazy thing with Eugene is he's there teachless, and he's like, I was a wrestler, and I'm like, you were? I'm like, who are you?
It's like you kind of
because I'm like, no, you wasn't you. And then he goes, no, he goes, all right, turn around. I turn around, he's like, to make around, man. He's like, I'm like, Eugene. He's like, he told me how I got the gimmick and everything. But dude's cool as hell, great teacher, man.
How big is that guy? Like,
pretty solid. Like,
I think,
yeah. Yo, Eugene was cool, man. Like, OBW, like, if you want to learn how to wrestle, OBW, shout out to Jesse Goddard. I was out there with the big brother. Lenny Topper, who's that one dude? Johnny Nitro.
Johnny Nitro?
Yeah, because when he went tough enough, when I'm at the WWE tryout,
He's badass too, man.
Me, I was there with my boy Brandon Egdom at the time. And we're in the Gail Kim, we're in the Shaniqua, the Bastion brothers.
Is Gail Kim retired? She retired? Wrestler?
She's been in the game for a while, but then she was the lady.
Her story was crazy too.
And who's the other girl, the crazy girl from Impact?
I know he's
blonde hair.
Yeah.
She's like a female Stone Cold. She goes hard too. She ain't rough.
I'm not gonna remember on the spot. I'll send you a text. I remember where it is. What was like the worst bump you ever took?
Shit. In Canada, in that match versus it was me and Bobby Lashley versus Moose and Stephen Bonner. I took a few bad blows. That's not the first hip surgery. Oh man. I no matter how safe you land, on concrete, and I got cut. Moose threw me into the fence, and it split me wide open because like it wasn't well finished. It was just like rusted. So like I went to like kiss myself. It just split me wide open. I'd bleed.
So what like after the match, like, yo, Mo, my bad, bro. You good? Or like,
yeah, so no, well, it's not like
so
no one's there really trying to hurt you. You're there to make money.
That's fucking wild, right?
Like you don't meet to interact to this for the outside.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
It just tells a cool line.
He just sounds cute. Well, everyone's pretty cool. He's Tommy Dreamer is cool as fuck, dude. I hear that, and Tommy
Dreamer interview that he's like the nicest guy, super cool.
If everyone was a Tommy Dreamer in combat sports or even pro wrestling, like shit, everybody making money. Tommy Dreamer is like, it's hard to explain, man, but he's
a nice, genuine, nice guy. Huge heart.
That huge heart gives people opportunity. Will give you advice like, hey man, I saw the way you throw your kicks, terrible. I want to fight you. Terrible. Nice man, like everybody that I met been cool. So they give me good advice. Some give me bad advice, but for the most part, they might give me good advice, like, give me pointers. Like, they tell you, hey, don't listen to many people, because everybody has their own view on things.
How's the locker room politics? Are there really any more?
There are, but like I like politics, but like, depends on how fresh you are. If you're just down to earth to ready to work and you're cool, give them the problem.
You got, so I read that you got offered a contract for WWE. What's that contract like? Like, I have no idea what it looks like. Like, you can't wrestle another organization. Is it anything developmental?
It was developmental at the time, so they offered me a contract to carry the SCW at the time. FCW, it was in Tampa at the time.
All right.
And I was going to do that developmental. It wasn't much, but they're like, hey, they had like certain things like, hey, like 2 years, you got to be on TV, or 3 years, yeah. Yeah. And it's not easy. People, it's easy, but it's not.
I figured that. Yes, sir.
Because it's not just about what you do, but it's about your personality, how you do it, when you do it. Because some things just catch out at the right time. Like, for instance, the people's elbow, in my opinion, I don't know, it wouldn't go over as well right now.
By the way, that match was at WrestleMania 17 with Hogan, with Hollywood, and The Rock.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's probably one of the best matches I've ever seen in my life. The way the crowd was behind them, nuts. The fact that Hogan like put him over was whatever. But like, damn it, you could tell that Hollywood like still ran that.
Oh, yeah.
That was amazing.
Like, I can't like Kevin Sullivan, the damn genius for making it from Hogan turn heel. Now look, Kevin Sullivan, the Varsity Club, kind of, yeah.
You know what was another good match? You probably saw it, the John Cena RVD, where they were throwing John Cena's shirt back at him, and they were giving him the finger, like, get out of here.
Yeah, I didn't. Bro, like, I'm rich. Like, WWF is like good. Like, I can't think of many matches. Like, unless it was WCW guy that left WCW and went to WWF or WWE at the time. Like, it was Great Muta. Let's say Great Muta popped up. Me?
You'll follow that.
I was watching Great Muta and Masahiro Chono, all those guys in WCW first. But anytime I saw any of those guys pop up in like WWE, the WWF at the time, I would watch it because like I looked.
You just follow them, right?
Yeah, it's a Great Muta. I love the Great Muta. I met them one time and I was like, damn, Great Muta. Yeah. That's something else.
That?
Oh, he's up in my glove now. We good.
Did we get him?
Yeah, man.
I killed him.
See? And when it said on camera, you killed that fly.
We actually killed this stuff, man. That's just.
But we did good. Huh?
I didn't even get a taste.
Get a little bit of that sauce.
See if you can get to taste that.
You're scared of the sauce. You know, I'm full, but I think we got the right amount. Like,
Oh, shit.
no.
You can go out.
Yeah.
Awesome, bro.
He was where'd you have him?
He was in the glove.
Oh, you did this.
Oh, I thought I did do the smash. Oh, I hit it.
Get away.
Chicken bone hits me in the eye.
More or less, this more hot sauce.
No, I caught that right.
Yo, this, by the way, it's delicious.
It's from my handwork that Mo works for me with. You know,
Yeah.
I usually catch them with chopsticks.
What do you guys rate this food?
It's amazing.
It's good. It's good. I'm good. Yeah, it's up there. I think that's a broad chop beat. There's more variety.
Yeah, he's doing the right move.
He's doing the right moves.
Yeah,
That'd be
100%.
straight a little bit. What's he Pakistan?
Not in South Florida, move.
I'm not.
But just for him to be like, hey, we're in Alabama, and I'm like, Alabama, yeah, Alabama, the R&B. No, we're the R&B. Try to get some Korean fried chicken like that.
I told my wife today that she release me, because I'm not going anywhere. This year gets tired of me. Probably end up alone with a Japanese girl.
Why Japanese
Filipino.
girl?
A Japanese girl? I think after watching, like my son watching this, and if I ever watching this channel, there's a little Asian girl named Lizzie, and like he fell in love with her. He's like, do a lot of girls look like that? And I go, well, depending where you are. So like he got me, and
You probably be born with them, they'll challenge you.
yeah.
They'll challenge you.
Oh no, they're very docile, chill. So that's the way they are.
Yeah,
That's exactly there.
it's boring. Like, and be Americans, like, if you're American, you should not walk over them. Be bored with them. I only time I see like men tap with Asian women is that if they're fucking like lame, it says.
Why no?
I mean, like they want control. Like they don't want to be with somebody. like push them.
Yeah.
Like a 50-50 partner that you make. Take control of the situation when you're not
there. Yeah, of course. A lot of girls can't do that.
Yeah.
Shit, but I love you.
I think you got.
I'm talking shit.
I think you got a good setup.
You guys know what I do.
Yo, I can't take this.
This is delicious, bro. This is really good. Like I'm gonna have to do extra cardio now.
Nah, there wasn't that much. You probably be all right. You guys said you were training, right?
Yeah, we've been training.
Oh, you guys were training? You guys came over here?
He's a gym. I just did 8 miles. He was at
Good in my
ATT. You know, got ATT, and then I was at my house, and Michael Moore came over, and then Mo came over, and then we came here.
Nice.
So before we all start passing out from all the food, Ricky tells me you're a beekeeper now.
Yeah, beekeeper. I've been a beekeeper since 2020.
Yeah.
I looked into it in January. I was bored and I was growing like the exotic fruit in the backyard.
Yeah.
And then my boy was like, Mo, if you want to increase your yield of your plants, get some bees. So I was like, you know what? You're right. So I went on YouTube, started looking up beekeeping.
That's it.
About a week later, I looked up the Broward Beekeeping Association, and I'm part of that group. And then I started shadowing my boy, Jeff Christie, the president of the Broward Beekeeping Association. So I shadowed him for about a week and a half. Then I bought 2 colonies off of him. Then I went on to catch like
We caught how many? 5? 6?
5 or 6, yeah. I taught him about bees. After I learned about them, I was like, you know what? I taught him about it, so now he helps me.
Even I with the bee suit on, the stings, the straight through.
Oh, we got bad last time.
Remember that time my ankles, bro? We got about 40.
He probably had 40 or 50 bees around his
40? Yeah, I couldn't stand. I was like, bro,
we had to lay down.
How fucking swollen was your ankle?
shit was swollen. I couldn't.
For
Like,
days.
when I started feeling like this, hurting. So then I had to use the bathroom to go pee.
He had to walk. Yeah.
They like that.
He had to walk like that for days.
Oh,
Yeah, that's it. I was like,
Today-
God damn, I should hurt.
And then he had to go to ATT.
just take a shot of Benadryl and you're straight, right?
No. We tried all that shit. It didn't work.
It just led inflammation up.
We did Flamaine, then he rad.
It's tough. If I take 40 stings, I think I'll die.
Don't think that way.
Not Mo though.
Yeah, you probably survived. But no, we got to listen because at the time we were trying to remove the bottom box and beat the beetle buster baseball. Because you get to see with bees, you could deal with hive beetles, wax moth, varroa mite,
Mine.
all sorts of bullshit.
So these are all the
So we got beetle buster baseball because we lost a few colonies due to hive beetles and
we probably lost. We probably went from like 80,000 bees to how many?
no, we had one point we had 12 colonies.
Yeah.
And then we lost some. All of them died, but one.
This is insane.
Literally, it looked like all our kids are killed.
Man, it was fucking terrible.
You go from MMA legend, beekeeping. Someone's like, if you're in the show about how wants to be a millionaire, that was one of the questions, which is false.
Yeah, you would.
He's not a beekeeper.
Look, I know a lot of shit. I know a lot of useless information. I know I could have a conversation with anybody. I feel like because I was pretty sure.
So we'll know what's going right here underneath. What's in between my trap and my ball.
Oh, we usually have trap a type of nothing like that.
Yeah. He knows a lot. On the spot with this stuff. He knows a lot of stuff.
And now, let's talk about the toads.
Oh yeah.
How did that come to be? And do they have names?
They don't have no names yet, but like the toes I purchased because I was interested in trying 5-MeO DMT. I tried DMT before a few times. I like it. It's very explosive.
Is it like, does it chill you out? Or you're just like wired? Like,
Wired, like
Out of dimension.
yeah, you're in the dimension.
Yeah. Out of dimension. The pure just blasting off.
You blast off because like when I blasted off, like you guys can be sitting right here and I would see you.
Yeah.
Didn't hear y'all. I'll be in it.
And so he comes too.
if I take that shit, I feel like I'll be like on bath salt. I'll just eat faces, rip shit.
Nah, you will. Do just be like this.
You ever done salvia back in the day?
No, I never have, but I heard about it. But I might try it.
Yeah.
I heard you just feel like you're falling.
Nah, dude, it sounded kind of like what I've heard people describe DMT as. I had like a similar experience. Like I went to another dimension for like 5 minutes, but it felt like
So your opinion,
a long time.
Bro, I'll tell you, it's like with DMT, I'll be blessed. Remember your friend?
Yeah.
That woman?
So we,
Came by. Yeah, with two girls, the ladies come by. It's like one lost her dad.
yeah.
And he told them about DMT, but I don't think he told them the actual truth about it.
oh,
So look, they come over, and two of them want to do it. So the one that wants to do it, the one that wants to do it first, her dad died. Her friend's sitting there.
That's Barbie.
And so we start smoking. Takes a puff, goes out. As she's going out, she starts screaming like,
Like top of her lungs.
and then she's out. And then she starts tap dancing.
Yeah, like she does that, like she has a tutu on.
And then she comes back too, and we're like, hey.
Is everything
We're
okay?
screaming. She's like, yeah, I saw the police, my dad. And he starts, I mean, like, she cried
But the door is
straight. She had to
Cried,
like,
laughed,
and
happy.
then she goes, I said, hey, you were tap dancing. She's like, really? She's like, I used to be a tap dancer, then my boyfriend ran me over the car, and I couldn't tap dance no more. And I'm like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
But how many doors did that open in that night?
dude,
it's just, and you can see her
whole
face.
different portal.
It brings childhood, like all your traumas that you had when you're a child, up in your.
Yeah.
Someone's
Well,
like,
you can't. No, you can't. You can't. Yeah. For psychedelics, you can. Like, sometimes, like, you eat a lot of shrooms, a lot of acid. Like, you're done with it before it's done with you. So what happens is, like, you're like, yeah, I feel great, and all of a sudden, you're like, oh, man, when is it gonna end? Oh,
Yeah, well,
all right, so that's me. Like 2 minutes into something. I need this shit to go away. And then all they do is they try to fight it, and then that's just fucking panic.
no, yeah. So with psychedelics, you don't find it. Like, check this out. So, like,
Oh, you know?
with weed, you know you're gonna be high. With psychedelics, you don't know where it's gonna take you.
Yeah.
So it's like imagine one thing not through a public plan is like, look, let that shit take you. That's how psychedelics work. Just let that shit take you.
yeah, just let it
The more you fight it, like the more
ride
you
the
fight
wave.
Just look, if you're fighting it, that means you're not taking it enough.
Yeah,
Normally, how long does that, like, does a trip last?
Okay, depends on what it is. DMT, anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes. Ayahuasca, but it feels like forever.
it feels like forever.
Nah, I want to do ayahuasca. You did ayahuasca first?
No, but I can make it. I do.
Yeah, we can
Wait.
make this.
But the thing about ayahuasca,
Kind of the same thing though, nah?
but the problem, okay, see, so you have your dabs and you have your edibles.
Yeah.
DMT is a dab. Ayahuasca is an edible.
So it lasts a lot longer and
Yeah, but it's not nearly as strong though.
Yeah.
So I mean, people have purging, they'll have go fill up or get diarrhea, or they'll want to do both. To feel like you're gonna do both.
yeah.
Look, you purge. The moment you purge or you throw up, whatever, then your trip kicks in. With DMT, the DMT, and it lasts like goes a ways. DMT is like, blast off. You
Yo, can like people function like? Oh, there's
no,
Nah.
just sitting down.
no. Wait. Ayahuasca is sitting there, you wait for the ride. And DMT, you're like,
What? Good happened.
and you're looking around, you're like.
So everything's just different little realms where you're.
No, it's hard to explain because with me,
You're gonna try to explain.
when I was in it, I took 1 gram dab. I mean,
I'm atrocious. Super big.
so the moment I exhaled, the person that I handed the bomb to, I was like, I could see her. She had red and black hair. I could see that pop up everywhere. How big? Remember Doctor Strange when they go to the?
I know.
I blink and I could see the Doctor Strange pattern. It's like, blink, a little way, blink, going up, going down, and all of a sudden I start seeing the motherfucking like the swirls, and then they start coming to them. To my girl, she's fucking purple and see through. Her hair was purple and her skin was see through. I can see her heart.
But she likes it too.
And I've seen, no, she's about my little dark complexion, but
Am I dark up in here? Yeah.
you have a type complexion. It's a little dark. Well, I can't tell. You're right, but it was something else.
I want to try it. But like, you guys gotta lock the doors.
I mean, no,
We'll be at the house.
no, listen.
It's only us at the house.
No, I'm
Damn.
no, but here's the thing though, right? Like all the people that say, "Oh, so no, you've been high before and you've experienced," you're not gonna trip. It's the ones that are younger, that never been high before, that try it.
They're scared.
They might do like 4 or 5 grams, like eat a gram, but I don't feel nothing. Try some more and all.
That
Like,
make it boom. And then it's a hole.
because sometimes, like the thing is, like let's say we ate right now, we went to a try psychedelics, it would take a while for it to kick in and really do more.
Yeah.
Where on an empty stomach,
Can I hit you?
pressure can go faster.
So what would be like, if somebody that's never done, that rarely has ever done drug, that wants to experiment, would it be like a micro dose of it? Like a
Yeah, microdose like
micro?
no, you know, we talking about just like psychedelics.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't microdose anything smokable.
Yeah.
But
Three bigs.
just to have it around the mushrooms.
Yeah, that's what we usually do. We usually do like 0.7,
So do you
0.8 when.
do you get into all that to like kind of like for mood and
Took a movie, sometimes like fall into the mental reset.
Yeah.
because I was super into that because I saw the effects of like when you take the DMT or you microdose acid or whatever, kind of
So I like acid and shrooms best together.
And for our nerves
together.
too, from fighting and stuff, you get like from brain damage and stuff.
Right.
I never had the part of brain.
But what was it they said
Profound.
fixes the CTE,
That's the
the DMT, right? Oh,
They're trying to study for it. They're saying that it could help. Yeah, sure. But it's like weed. Like before, 10, 15 years ago, weed was dangerous. Now they're like, you know what?
it's medicinal now.
That's for do the further studies. We might be wrong because back then, with all the drugs, like before they used to miss, and after they realized that if you overdo it, it's bad. So they're like, hey, let's ban it. And now they're like, you know what? Let's bring it back because we realize in small doses, this shit works. It's effective. And that's why you see like who died from mushrooms? Nobody. Who died from weed?
Nobody.
Weed. Ayahuasca? Nobody. But people are afraid of that shit, but they'll pop themselves some motherfucker. Yeah, and who makes them pills? You think they're the pill man? No. The pill man might do some fentanyl to make the effects.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I know people that are afraid to try to do that, but they'll go and swallow pills from somebody they don't even know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So it's something natural. Anybody want any water?
I still got
Oh,
money.
you want some water?
No, I'm good with that.
Being study.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, like psychedelics, that's me. I feel like
It's got to be. I know they're starting to legalize it. They got it in Portland and a couple states now.
boy, Ron, what's up, man? I'm with
Like I said, the only thing that scares me is the
Oh, is mine smart?
yeah.
My mic on?
I don't know.
We'll find out. We're gonna have to reshoot.
No, like the lights aren't on, but I don't know. Usually I record with the boom mic.
I will.
I'm hoping it all went through.
Your plum is fire.
Yo, he got me on that sack.
Sausage's good.
And that, what is that one? Just
This is plum. This is fire. Smart plum too. You got plum too. And then this was
that was, bro, this shit's so good.
I'm there big right now.
All right, Mo. So this is from Backbreakers. So we're called Backbreakers and Bites. We started this just for MMA fighters and the pro wrestlers, right? But those guys are so difficult, man. They 110 gram, and I was like, remember I was telling you?
Yeah, a lot. Some are so like some because depending on how you come at them, and
You got my mark.
yeah, they're like, oh shit,
yeah.
Let me get someone when it's dweeb, and I'm like, so we're fortunate enough to have you on the show. First episode. I don't know who we're gonna have on the second one. Maybe you'll pitch someone out as. So online, I posted, ask Mo. So these aren't our questions. We're random people. All right. A girl said, "Let me get your number." I'm not lying, right? Let me get your number.
Okay, cool. That's why my member.
Somebody said, if you go rematch anyone, go whatever you are.
everybody has to.
Yeah, best answer. How often do you train? Every day?
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, I only train, but I'm active. I'm active every motherfucking day.
Yeah.
I'm.
He has to go to the gym. He has to train all the fighters. He admits he's still doing all kinds of stuff. He does his own workout.
Which was your favorite fight?
All of them that I won.
Yeah.
Simple guy.
Are there any wrestlers that you want to meet in the near future?
definitely, I met the Young Bucks before. Used to know. Yeah, I met them like at the House of Hardcore back in 2012.
Oh, Tommy's?
Like, yeah, when they're in really nobody.
Now they're so over.
Oh yeah, they deserve it because their matches are great.
They're awesome.
I want to meet Kota Ibushi. We'll meet King Omega. Iceman.
Oh yeah, that's some all overseas.
Iceman King Parsons.
So Kenny Omega was in the last AEW because he was having visa issues, right? Is that what it is?
I'm not sure.
Was it something?
We were watching it.
No, it was the last one. The last one he was at, man.
Yeah. Let's see.
Anyone like them. I met Diamond Dallas Page. It was great meeting him.
Yeah, I want to meet DDP.
You know, he was cool.
Diamond Dallas Page.
Is he tall? 'Cause I feel like
Yeah, and I asked him, I was like, hey, man, how much money do you get from the lawsuit for Jay-Z? Is Jay-Z, remember?
yeah.
And I'm like, because this,
They,
bang. He's like, hey, I can't really say how much. Just say, no, it got settled. And I'm like, because I'm like, what?
yo, I was so for DDP when he was suing him. I'm like, good.
No.
Not like Jay-Z doesn't have any money.
Yeah, but I think like I'm not sure Jay-Z purposely meant to copy that because like, but the Diamond Cut, like just like first of all, Self High Five was amazing. When I heard this shit, Self.
I'd rather, all right. I'd rather watch more of the Diamond Cutter than watch more of the RKO. This is my personal.
Well, the thing is like, the Diamond Cutter to me was the originator, the RKO. Hey, fuck, Diamond Dallas Page has some slick finishes too.
Oh yeah.
But Randy Orton had time to evolve it, you know.
Yeah.
It's like this, right? As time goes on, the athletes that get better. It's just the athletes have more access to information. So like when I was coming up studying wrestlers or just fights, I would have it on VHS or DVD. So I have the pods or on.
Yeah.
Now people are like, hey, you know what? Pull up YouTube. Yeah, watch that. And they can just watch YouTube over and over and over again.
You remember the Diamond Cutter he did of Billy Kidman off the case?
Yeah.
He was him back. You remember that? He hit him with a Diamond Cutter, the reversal from the jackhammer and Cobra.
Yeah.
Blew my mind. That was the first time I saw it. I was like,
So what happened to Billy Kidman?
I know he ended up working at WWE, and I think he ended up becoming a producer.
Okay.
And then the show. That's something like the route all those guys take. Devon's doing that.
Yeah.
No. Oh yeah, we were talking about it.
He was.
Yeah.
He was. I think I'm sure he's still doing it.
I think him and Bubba. I'm not
We're
sure.
calling out.
No, but like I think Bubba wanted to move up north, but Devon stayed down here with her gym, and Bubba's just doing his own thing.
He was cool. Like I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not saying he lives his gimmick, but like that motherfucker's how he is. Like he's like how he is, like how you see him on cameras. Like he's not an asshole. He's like, look in your face, like what's up?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I respect him. 'Cause, like there are people you see like try to play bad and they're like, hey, how you doing, Hank? Oh,
Yeah, right.
man, he's like, shit, what's up?
What's up,
I'm
man?
doing
Yeah.
best. Like I was there when he power bombed the Dixie to the motherfucking table.
Awesome.
That was impressive, man. Like,
That's awesome.
he's cool, man. Like everybody did. Dixie was cool. Dixie was real cool.
Yeah. What do you think about the? I know Dudley's were in WWE, but when they powerbombed me young to that table,
That's cool. Cool day.
you hear what Bubba said that she ripped ass? When did I? Yeah. When United, she was just there. He feels like a vibration on balls, and it was her farting. Like,
Oh my God, that's dare.
I never heard that.
That's called a crop dust. Crop dust.
yeah. What was your favorite knockout?
I'm always saying to me, man. Like it's how I see it, right? Like they're saying, like, what's your favorite child? I'm like, it's something you accomplish.
No, I'm kidding.
Like, you know, like to me, it's like whatever you do, you do. And they're saying like have pride and knowledge. You know,
Oh.
like, everything equally because like you put forth the effort and not everything. You probably bled, we're sweating for all the wins. So some might be easier than others, but it's all hard to get there.
I like that.
Nothing's easy to accomplish unless she's
Execute it.
You ever had what was the toughest opponent?
the application, the injury.
Yeah.
They always come back.
That's not that one. It's two. So somebody says Yo, how many days do you spend on cardio?
And every day's cardio. Every day's cardio. So I'm pretty much active. Like, I'm active. So.
Can you put one of the co-hosts in a Peruvian necktie? Oh, no.
Every kind of hard to do in the ground. Yeah.
All right, so this one, you don't have to answer this. What's been your biggest payout and your least payout? You could throw wrestling in there, too.
I got 3 wrestling matches. My lowest payout was probably if I quit Jackson.
I wonder that.
That was your lowest?
Yeah.
Well, you were already established?
That was the first time. It was Bjorn Rebney. Fuck me.
What the fuck? Oh,
Bjorn Rebney. Get that up like 15 grand or something like that. Bjorn's a bitch.
yeah, fuck.
But it is what it is. I'm not sure. I know it was low.
What was the highest one ever?
I just won like probably like 4 or something.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I think I'm somebody think about 4.
That's awesome. Now, your top 3 favorite wrestling matches. You're hitting with these top 3s. I know these are loaded questions. These are not just top 3 ones. You watch?
Hey, Britt Baker with Thunder Rosa.
That shit was awesome. You saw that? That was a great match.
Fucking the trios match. I'm like, you know, some of the matches like, fuck, I can name like New Japan out of bus, but the last pay-per-view with Moxley versus Hangman Page was fucking good. MJF versus Danielson was fucking good.
He's
the best heel.
He's still over.
He's a modern day Ric Flair in my opinion. Like
He's one of the best.
the pipe bomb. I still watch that. The pipe bomb he did. Yo, like the promo he did cut on 20 Con.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, you have. Where he said he's like, "Would you pay me if I was an AEW guy?"
Yes,
Like-
it is.
Like,
Yeah.
you pay me only?
Damn.
Killed him. He murdered everybody in that.
What about So the triad, the belt. Yeah, so having Omega and the Young Bucks together, and they had the trio title. Everybody said, "Oh, this is so new. This is so new." Remember back in WCW, it was Bam Bam, DDP, and Canyon.
And he had Dancing Fools too. Remember Dancing Fools?
No.
Alex Wright is called Fernando or somebody else.
Oh yeah.
Dancing Fools, yeah.
It was Disco.
Disco, Alex Wright, and then was it Vampiro? Was it Kiwi? Was it Kiwi?
Norman Smiley.
Norman Smiley, yeah. That was where Kiwi or Kiwi.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up.
Oh my man, you remember the WCW? Oh my, he worked. We had blonde haired. He had some blonde hair. And,
Yes.
yeah, he was whack. Let me see.
He was
Kiwi. The devil. Or was it the Q?
I think it was the wait, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't the cat, right? Or this.
No, it wouldn't.
So I have one more. It's in a white S something here. But yeah,
Remember this guy?
oh yeah, that buddy, that guy played.
It's trash.
Where's that guy now? Nowhere.
He's 20 years old.
That's young.
Yeah.
Not in wrestling years.
I wouldn't like fearless gimmick, but hey, you know who was pretty cool that I met? Gilbert.
Listen,
It was fuck.
I heard that too. That he's actually really cool.
Him and NWO Rodman or BWO Rodman.
Yeah.
Cool as fuck. Blue me, pretty cool.
He was nice.
Man, like I just say all of them are pretty cool. Like everybody was real cool.
I want to meet Steve Carino.
You feel?
I want to see.
Have y'all reached out to what's it called? The Brood.
Gangrel.
Yeah.
Yo, we shot him an email. He follows us, right, on Backbreakers and Bites on the IG page. I sent him a message. This kid's the most interesting man in the world.
School's full,
Man, but he hasn't responded or anything. So we call. No, boy. He'll be interesting to get.
Brady. Low key. Low key's my dog.
Loki. I think that's not Loki wrestler.
Yeah, look, remember the time you said about we hit the guy, the rolling bender?
That's a Rolling Thunder.
Yeah, first match, boom, and the guy was knocked out, and Loki picked him up, baby. He was out. Dude was knocked the fuck out. He was out.
Yo, those kicks are stiff, right? Some of them.
Well, I think what happened, he threw so fast that the guy wasn't ready. It's kind of surprised he was out.
When he stiffed up.
And they came pick him up. Cause I don't think, like, back then, like, the information of the knowledge about knockouts and head trauma wasn't there.
Isn't there?
Because there are football games where you see someone get knocked out and you see him stiff and you're like, oh, what's wrong with him? Oh, he caught a cramp.
His hands are all back.
Legs all stiff.
I think the best chair shots, like the person hitting the other person, is Sabu's. Sabu's throwing that chair shot.
Too many times.
Yeah.
Too many times.
That shit echoes in the arena.
And I think the best heel outside Ric Flair, MJF
I'm good, man.
of all time, fucking Eddie Guerrero, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Eddie Guerrero was the fucking
Boy,
man.
it took him a while to get up there, but he was always good from the jump.
But the lie, cheating, steal, Mama Tita, that's
Yeah. It's so true. I gotta say it's true.
Yeah, because like the time when he hit the fucking chair or he hit the ground like throw and falls down, he's like, that wasn't like who did he wrestle with? They threw the chair back and forth to each other like
It wasn't.
and then they both went down.
It wasn't Brock. Or no, it wasn't Brock. It was. Chad, was it Benoit?
Apple pie. I can't see Benoit Jr.
That was his best friend, wasn't it?
Yeah. That sounds like some Kurt Angle shit, but
Yeah, I could see Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle. I think he's a great all-time great. Like as far as the consistency, one of the best. I think he's a modern day Arn Anderson.
He's a monster. Yeah.
Like as Arn Anderson was so good, you know what I'm saying? He had the flair, he was really good, and he could put you over and make you look good. Kurt Angle could do the same thing. He can make you look strong.
It's really important. It's really important in wrestling when you can put somebody else over.
Yeah, somebody can sell real good.
Yeah.
Like Darby Allin, when he sells, he fucking
Yo, I think he's dead. Like shit, when he lands, this guy's dead.
the art of selling it. Darby Allin, Jungle Boy, MJF, fucking him. Then the four pillars that in AEW can all sell amazing. Champion of Bar sells fucking amazing. His Jungle Boy sells amazing. MJF sells amazing. Like those guys are great sellers. Huh?
I think if I was a wrestler, I'd rather be a heel. Heel, put people over,
Do you do less?
shit on the crowd. Well, when MJF shits in the crowd, when they're on commercial,
But I don't think Big Problem and Party Jack, man, because that was my tag team. When they beat the Bucks, I was like, what? I think the tag team division in AEW is good. It's just that they need more depth.
yeah. I wish they could take remove some of the WWE guys. I know Moxley's in and he's cool. So is Jericho. But if they could just be more AEW guys like Cassidy's.
But here's the thing, Moxley and Jericho, in my opinion, Moxley's no longer a WCW guy. With all the bleeding he does,
No, he's stuff.
like even MJF, like the stuff that MJF does in AEW, would cross over is WWF. Wow.
No, he's staying in AEW. He's put.
Well, we never know.
What are the money talks, right?
Because the attitude era, right? MJF would fit perfectly.
He would have been great. Yeah, for sure. All right, so this last question comes from my wife. Alright. If you could, what advice would you give your younger self starting your whole journey?
Get with the right people. Honestly, there's no advice I can give myself because, truth be told, like, I was lucky. I made it. I am a father, so all the decisions I made, I just made by luck. So I just got lucky. I just making the right decisions.
That feeling, like, which is
Not even, I just got lucky.
okay.
Because, like, if I had a father, like an older brother, there's a lot of the mistakes I made or a lot of the injuries I fell into could have been avoided. Because they could have been like, hey, Mo, I taught that shit too. Don't do it.
But
Right?
there's
Never had no one like, only people I had that for were my coaches. And it's weird because it's not a cluster, but now I'm a coach or a mental fuck. Now I'm a coach. I realized like, I care about my athletes I train, but I can't be too, because they can leave at any time.
yeah.
Just like when I was being coached by my coaches, I look at them as like father figure, the big brothers, but they looked at me as like money or
Single point.
yeah. So I'm thinking this guy give me the best advice possible for free. I'm like, but not knowing that how I do affects his pockets. I just thought they were doing this shit for free out of love, but really nothing's for free, unless it's for family.
Well, even family hurts. Family hurts.
Yeah, but not
Not as deep as. Well, I mean,
no, actually worse. It's worse. Your family, but at the same time, like, I don't know. It's all bad.
when you don't expect it from somebody that you care and love, that shit burns.
Fake talent.
Yeah, those are the ones that hurt the most. Yeah. But usually you have someone there to put you onto that.
Yeah. So I never had nothing. Like my wrestling, I started wrestling as an amateur. Only person in the family that wrestled, fighting, just only person in the family. And everything that's been done, I've done, I'm the first person in the family
To do it.
college,
College, you was the first.
no advice, be a college athlete, no advice. Like I didn't know what I was doing. I was just out there.
In Oklahoma.
Had no idea what I was doing.
I think it turned out pretty good. That journey, it turned out pretty good.
Yeah, I still got to clear things up, but you know what I'm saying? It's just things have been a lot. I think things on. I could be further ahead if I had a better guidance.
I hear you. I feel we were talking about that the other day. I think we wish like it seemed like Dad would have been more involved. You know, instead of just letting me. It's also I don't know. It's weird. It's
My old manager, I was like, man, I was talking to him. He's like, I ain't learned shit from my dad. And I'm like, you didn't? I'm like, so you spent all the time with him? Like, after you got your trouble, what would you live with my dad? But you learned shit from him? I'm like, business-wise. Your dad owns businesses, yeah? Yeah. But I ain't learned nothing from him. So you learned nothing from your dad. So you just around him. You spent all this time with your dad, you learned nothing from me.
right.
Like on here. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Even if your dad made mistakes, if you're watching, you're learning from him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you're learning from him regardless. But it's about being around them. You don't learn from him by default.
Yeah, I figured out later on in life, I lost my father so young. I learned a lot from my father. I found out.
My father was never around. Like he left us, and I was young. And then when I think I was in 7th grade, I saw him. And then I went to his funeral. He committed suicide, like 2020.
Yeah.
So I saw him a bunch of times when I was young, but like sparingly in there. And I went up here without seeing him. And I saw him for like a month when I was 12, and after that, saw him again at his funeral.
How was that at the funeral? Did you have like any feeling, or was it? I read this thing where it said like, how can you miss someone when they were never around?
Yeah. That's what it broke. That's how it was. And people like, do you want to speak? I'm like, what am I gonna say? I'm gonna shit about them. Everything y'all tell me about myself, which you knew from my dad, was when I was like 6, 7 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, he didn't know me. So like, what y'all know about? So like, they asked me to speak, and I'm like, no, none of us spoke.
I have the same story, but backwards. It was my mom. No, I'm just trying to be a good dad.
Most important thing to do. We all are.
Trying my hardest to be. I don't have all the right answers, but I tried.
Yeah, I'm going to that shit. I'm trying to, but stir people.
I'm probably one of the most humble guys I've ever met.
He loves the kid.
Give me enough people. Give me enough people. Yeah, be more good.
I know Dan's okay. No, they're a bit.
No, I have my faults. I'm pretty cool. I'm my faults. Like, say I'm bipolar number 2, so that time, like, I feel good about not I'm up and down, and then it make matters worse when it's too hot. I sweat, lose a lot of weight, can't sleep. I'm up early as fuck.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Before the sun's out.
That's why straight up, like I used to see so I got a job and trying to fix something like clip. I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm sitting here doing nothing, watch TV. I'm like, let me go do something. So Channel Fix like, hey, need somebody to leave here at 5:30. I'm up.
I'm there.
And I'm like, yeah, it's no problem. I'm here. I like it. Like, if I could be a millionaire and wake up, or a billionaire wake up and do that, because like, I wake up early. I see the sunrise. I hear nature.
Watch it.
I hear nature wake up, because at nighttime you don't hear the birds.
Yes.
As the sun starts rising, you're seeing the birds, you start seeing shit fly. I like this shit.
And the garden, so peaceful. Yeah, we go walk down the garden. all the trees just brings you right into nature, man. The birds come flying around the beach, see them shooting up.
Next time you guys have a barbecue or have something at home, hit me up. I'm going to just chill.
No, yeah, we'll definitely get up.
No, like, I know y'all still can't smoke, but y'all shot mushroom.
Yeah, you know.
For sure.
Chocolate bars okay, but my problem with chocolate bars are, first of all, you can make them.
Yeah.
All people do is they get chocolate mix, and they
With the shrooms in it.
yeah. But the problem with the shrooms is that when you chew them, chocolate tastes like
It all caught your teeth.
your teeth.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
We do listen. What we do.
you do the honey.
Oh, you do it with Sadi?
Yeah, no.
That ain't.
So what we do is we get the honey, and we mix it with the mushrooms. And what happens is the mushrooms ferment the honey. I mean, the mushrooms ferment in the honey.
Yeah.
And then the honey sucks out psilocybin in mushroom.
So you're hallucinating. So you just take a little bit, you can microdose, you take a little bit and put it in your tea, and you microdose, you don't even realize that
Oh,
you
damn.
Or we make a fruit puree with it. Like, we do a lot of things, but the chocolates is just like, suck sugar and like suck your teeth. And also, kids like chocolate. When's the last time
do
you,
that to a kid.
If I walk in, my fucking sun's floating in the air.
yeah, but when's the last time you seen like kids like, hey, I'm gonna get tea and honey. Kids like honey when they get older.
Yeah.
Kids aren't big on honey like that. They're like,
Nah, yeah.
it's an adult. Same thing with teeth. Like, I've never heard kids say, Dad, I want chai. Unless they're
Yeah.
Russian.
Yeah, let's do the rest of you right.
You have
I gotta take a kiss.
I'll be right back.
Awesome.
You doing?
Well, I mean, you just want to finish it up. We only had like one more question.
Let's do.
We're just gonna say, you actually brought it up yourself. We were gonna talk about the coaching, but since you put it out there, now it's a little weird after the last comment about the not having the relationship and the money thing. But I mean, I guess you would probably have a relationship with some of your students, right?
Yeah, cool.
So I mean, there's anyone that's up and coming that you've been spending a lot of time with that you maybe want to plug?
Yeah, and all the guys I worked with, Butters, Brandon Mills, Matt Hughes' son, Saeed Salma,
Saeed, yeah.
Sharon the Ceremonies, Panda, Biggie Boy, Josina Rosenshot, Johnny Evelyn, The Man.
Charlie's killing it.
Yeah.
Tour and
Yeah.
Good.
Sadiq, he's from Russia. I have a few Russians. Bukaya. That's pretty much everybody from the touch. All cool. Of course. K-Rock, fighter, up and coming. Something Josh Smith, Riley Palmer, Christoph Jocko. Like pretty much everybody. I got my hands on everybody.
That's his act right there.
Like I'm not the head coach. I'm just an assistant advisor, because everybody at the gym knows how to fight. I just advise. I give advice on certain things, like what I think might work from based off of what I've seen. Like I've seen a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen other styles, and I feel like I can give someone the right advice to help them win a fight. It's not necessarily about just being a coach. It's about giving people the right knowledge to become successful.
Right. So anything else in general going on with you that you want to plug? Anything?
I say the store.
What's up?
The store that you have going on.
Oh, you talking about Third Eye Monty?
Yeah, that's it.
ThirdEyeMindT.net. You like check that out. So walking on some psychedelics or whatever. It's a good spot
For sure.
Microdose honey. We have the gummies, the microdose gummies. All.
I feel like that must taste so good. I saw the cookies, saw the gummies in there. Then it's like,
We had microdose cookies too. Yeah.
Yeah. Gummies, worms.
well, that's exciting.
Yeah, we have this time.
Thank you guys for joining us. A little too sweet.
Good.